Guys, how you guys doing? Here I am again for another how-to. Just anything that happens here in the house, I'm gonna fix it if I can. Here's the problem. I have this faucet. It's a hands-grown faucet, as you can see. And the problem is when you're on the water, oh, something's leaking right there. So basically, this hose has done its time. So what you gotta do? Replace the hose. You don't have to call a plumber to do this. Okay? So basically, all you gotta do is replace the hose. So let's start doing this. So here you go. I went around and you can either change the whole sink faucet, but why do that when you can buy a part? Just go to Hands Grow, which is a Hands Grow, order the part. They deliver it for you. I probably got this for like 34 bucks. I'm probably gonna save money for not calling a plumber. And all I need are certain tools like this. A couple of wrenches and a Phillips. So I'm gonna replace this with that. Okay, so first thing you want to do is basically, anybody would, is turn off all the water. You gotta turn off the water going to that faucet. So there's actually two, if you look down here, there's actually two faucets here. So I'm gonna turn this off and turn this one off too. Alright, so on was like that, going up 12 o'clock, going to 3 o'clock, turns it off. So let's check that out really quick. I want to make sure water doesn't come out. So let's do this. Whoa, no more water. So we're safe. We can start doing this. Alright? Okay, the first thing you probably want to do, not probably, what you want to do is take out this weight. This is the weight that actually, every time you pull that hose out, it goes up like that. And then when you let it go, it brings it down because this is just the weight. So we're going to take this out really quick. You need a Phillips, as you can see. I got my flashlight there on it so I can see what I'm doing. And let me just take this out. There's one. And here's the other one. Perfect. Now we got the weight out. We're going to use that later when we put it on the new hose. So I'll put this aside. Okay, next thing you want to do, this is the hose that goes up to the faucet. So you want to unhook this. But when you unhook this, you better make sure you got a bucket here and some towels. You never know how much water is still in those hoses. So what you got to do is it's got some buttons here, green buttons. You see those green buttons? There's both on two sides. All you got to do is squeeze that and pull this out. All right? So that's what we're going to do. Okay, watch. I'm going to squeeze this and pull this out. There you go. There goes the water. Not a lot, but there you go. See that? You got to be ready for that. But fortunately, we got this nice blue bucket for Christmas or for Halloween, and we can use that. All right. Next thing you got to do is actually unhook this, which I did. And this comes out. Put this aside because you're going to use this on the next hose. Just need to pull this hose out. That's the hose that you took out. And there she is. This is the one that is broken. Okay? And we're going to replace that with the new one. So here's the new hose. All you got to do is whatever you did the first time, just the opposite way. So here's the new hose. You probably want to take this out. Well, I'll leave that there so I can, when I put that in there, it's going to make it easy to go in. Or maybe I just take it out. Okay? Let me see. See? Basically, it's the same thing. Nothing different from the original. Then, you want to put this in there. It goes like that. All the way in, like that. See that? So, when you hook this onto it, just like that, okay, make sure it goes all the way in. It's got a washer there, a black washer, so I'm going to push this in there. There you go. You feel feel it's way in there. This now locks it in. Just like that. Too easy, huh? What you do now is insert the new one. All the way she goes inside and all the way until it gets to the bottom. Now, I just inserted this hose right here. And I made sure I put this in here because this is the one that's going to be attached to this little faucet here that plays around with water. So at first, when I was inserting the hose, it was difficult. It stopped right about right here. So the secret, by just looking around this faucet, I found out there's a little button right here. And basically, if you get a little screwdriver, push that button, this whole thing comes off. And it makes it easier for you to insert. So now, I'm just going to put this on here. There's a washer on that. And attach that. Like so. Screw this in there. And there you go. You got a brand new hose in there. Ready to go. Now here in the bottom, you got the hose that I just inserted. You just put it back right here where that green with the little thing that I had a while ago. So I'm just going to insert that. Until you hear that click. Did you hear that? So that's now locked in right there. Next thing I want to do now is put the weights on. And if I remember it right, the weights were right about right here. And I'm just going to screw that in together. And I just put the weights on already, which is in the bottom. Now you can see every time you have a pulling action, it pulls it back like that, like automatic. I just on the water in the bottom, and then we're going to test it now. Let's see what we got. Water. Let's pull it out. Let's see where the part it was leaking. It was leaking here before. No more leaks. Shower. And hot water. That's it. Easy to change your faucet. You save money. You don't have to call a plumber. You just got to study it, analyze it, look at it. If you can do it, do it. If you can't, don't even touch it. Tips from Mark Warnes again. See you guys in the future.